You may have seen the movie Coco. It's a Disney movie. If you haven't watched it, it's a lovely movie. So this movie shows a lot of this Day of the Dead celebrations, and the altar or the ofrendas that they show in that movie, those are inspired from the place Mixquic. So today's episode is about the Ofrendas of Day of the Dead festival and our visit to Mixquic.
Hola, Namaste.
This is Pubali.
This is Sindranil and we are Paradise Catchers.
We are an Indian couple living in Costa Rica, and we bring to you stories about traveling and digital nomad life in Latin America. So for Day of the Dead, the Mexicans believe that the departed souls of their ancestors visit the earth and spend time together with them. So that's why the people here on earth, they make ofrendas. So they decorate the altar with the things that their ancestors used to love. The ofrendas can consist of simple things like salt and water and a special bread made during this time of the year. It's called pan de muerto, or the bread of the dead, and also some of the favorite foods and the favorite beverages of the departed family members. If you visit Mexico during or before Dia de Muertos festival, you will notice ofrendas all around. Cempasúchil flowers or marigold flowers and colorful skeletons, these are some of the common symbols of the Day of the Dead celebrations. So you will see these things all over the city as part of the ofrendas.
On 1st November, the first day of the Dia de Muertos festival, we went to the Chapultepec Park in Mexico City. There were elaborate ofrendas and huge skeletons set up in the Chapultepec Park by the government. The ofrendas here were open to public only in the night because of the lights. There were lots of people who had come to watch the ofrendas, and of course there were live music and dance.
So today, 2nd November, is the last day of the Day of the Dead celebrations. We are going to Mixquic today. This is a place about 2 hours away from Mexico City. Since it's going to be crowded, we are not very sure about the public transport. While we return, it will be late at night, so that's why we are going with a tour today. You may have seen the movie Coco. It's a Disney movie. If you haven't watched it, it's a lovely movie. So this movie shows a lot of this Day of the Dead celebrations, and the altar or the ofrendas that they show in that movie, those are inspired from the place Mixquic. So that's one of the reasons that this place is also very famous for the Day of the Dead celebration. So the place where we are going to today, Mixquic, that is supposed to have very elaborate decorations at the altar, and we are also going to visit a church where we will learn a bit about the history and tradition of Day of the Dead celebration or the festival.
Our pickup for the tour is near Plaza de la Revolucion, so that's why we are going taking the metro to that place.
So from the metro station, we walked a bit to reach the meeting point where the tour will start. But here's an important landmark of Mexico City, that is a Monumento de la Revolución, or the Revolution Monument.
We are briefed by the tour guide, and it seems that it will take 1 to 2 hours to reach Mixquic from here. So the bus starts in half an hour, so we are taking some rest before we start the tour. Inside the bus. As we reached Mixquic, we could see lots of Mexicans and foreign visitors. There were food and local art stalls on both sides of the road. And where in Mexico you won't find street food. Our destination was San Andres Apostol de Mexiquic. The 16th century San Andres Apostol church is the epicenter of all the celebrations in the village. We spent some time here while the guide explained us some of the history and about the celebrations in Mixquic. By sunset, the church was full of visitors. We then walked towards the cemetery which was just behind the church to watch the celebrations. By that time, the cemetery was already bustling with families and visitors, and clouded with the smoke from incense sticks and candles.
Pardon the lighting here, but we still wanted to show you this environment. So after visiting the church, we are now in the cemetery right outside the church. You can see that the altars have been decorated. Different family members have come here to decorate the altars. They have lighted the candles, and they have decorated the altars with simple switching flowers, and they have offered salt and water and the favorite food and favorite drinks of the departed family members for them, because they will be visiting Earth today to spend time together with all the family members. The atmosphere here is amazing, feels surreal, because the only light is that of the candles, and the only smell is that of candles and the incense sticks or the incense pots.
We watched in silence for a long time as the family members kept decorating the tombs or chatted with the other family members. Although this is not a festival of sadness, but it still brings back a lot of memories.
The Dia de Muertos decorations in the cemetery and the church bells ringing behind remind us of the blend of pre-Hispanic culture and Spanish influence in the modern day celebration of the Day of the Dead festival.
While the decorations were on inside the cemetery, outside people were in a festive mood. There was a stage set up for folk dances and songs by the local artists. There were all sorts of street foods, and we got some buffalo wings for us for the dinner, and followed by flan.
Time to board the bus now. It's going to be a long ride to Mexico City, but I think we are just going to board the bus and sleep. But it was an amazing evening spent. We were a bit skeptical about whether to come to Mixquic or not for the Day of the Dead celebrations, but we are so glad that we came. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and share, and subscribe to our channel Paradise Catchers if you haven't already. Don't forget to press the bell icon below for notifications. See you in the next video.